How's it going, YouTube? My name is Justin. I'd like to apologize for the background noise. I have an air conditioner going and I don't feel like turning it off. This is going to be a quick video. I'm only going to show you the Blender aspect. So essentially I'm going to be importing Cal's head as a GLTF. I'm going to be importing the second sister's helmet as a GLTF. I'm going to put the helmet on Cal's head properly, and then I'm going to import Cal's head again as a PSK. And I'm going to link the mesh of Cal's head with the helmet on to the skeletal mesh. It's that simple. That's all I'm doing. I'm not showing you how to bring the models in from UModel, and I'm not showing you how to cook them in UE4 or run them through the mesh tool. I did all of that in the body mesh. You can watch that video if you want. One update. So between the time I recorded and uploaded the body mesh tutorial, AlexPo actually released the custom mesh tool converter thing on Nexus Mod, so you don't have to be a modder to use that anymore. Anybody can do that. So delete this. You're going to file, import as a GLTF Cal's face. Delete this skeleton, you don't want it, and then file, import as a GLTF this. So you'll see that if I hide, first of all, I'm going to delete that. If I hide Cal's face, it's just a helmet, and that's why I want Cal's face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into here. I'm going to delete Cal's hair by selecting all of the things that have hair on them, except for hair cap. So this, hair v7001, hair v7 strands, hair v7 flyaways, and just hair v7. I'm going to select all those. You're going to hit delete. So Cal's hair is now gone. That's good because we don't want Cal's hair. We just want the helmet to show, and we don't want the hair clipping through it. This is in a weird spot. I'm going to see if bumping it back actually fixes anything. A little bit. I'm going to bump it forward so the nose isn't coming through. There we go. So that's about where you'd probably want that to sit. Then you can see his cheeks poking through. If you have that sort of issue, click Cal's face. Come into face mode. If you hit W while you're in edit mode, you get this brush thing. Just go through and select all the faces you don't want. Hit delete. It's that simple. Just like that. Then you'll see that there's these ones. I don't want those either. Delete them. Do it again. Delete them. So now we only have the helmet showing through, which is what we want. Hit tab again. One thing I actually just remembered is if you come over here, hit tab, you can actually, well, first of all, his head texture gets split into two. I don't know why, if it's just me or if it always happens. So you're going to select one of them, assign it to the other. Always delete the one that has 001. So always click this one first and then assign it to this one. And we're actually going to erase that. We're going to erase the hair. We're going to erase hair v7 flyaway, strands, and the other hair. Because we don't want those materials in UE. We don't need them. You could also theoretically delete all of the rest and only keep this one, because this is the only material that you're actually going to be doing, because it's his neck. When I made the second sister mod, helmet mod I mean, I applied a texture to Cal's head, which made it dark gray to complement the helmet, so it looks like the helmet with, like, I don't know, like a sock on the neck or something like that, or just a part of the helmet. But you could literally leave it like this and just have Cal's neck showing through. But I'm not showing you how to cook or how to texture, because there are guides for that. So that is the mesh. Not yet though, because it's not actually paired yet. So what you're going to do is click this. You see that it has one material M_helmet. That's good. Come into the vertices, you'll see it has a bunch of vertices. We don't care about those. We're going to delete all the groups. We don't want vertices on that. You're going to then shift click Cal's head mesh and click Control J. That'll join them together. So now you'll see that the helmet once again has vertices. It's vertices. Because it's paired to Cal's head, which has vertices. You'll come over here, you'll see there's new material as well, which is the one that was on the helmet. You're going to hit tab, and you're going to select the helmet portion, the material. You can come back to the vertices tab. You're going to scroll all the way up. You're going to click head and click assign. So now that if I click select on head, you'll see it's the helmet and the back of the neck. The reason we want that is because we want the helmet to be a part of Cal's head vertices, so the skeleton knows what to move. But we don't want it to move. And I'm pretty sure if it was on something like, I don't know, hair or I don't know. It might move with his animation. So I always do head. It usually works. I say usually works. It always works. I've never had it not work. So the mesh is now done. What you're going to want to do now is import the PSK of Cal's face. Boom, it's this one. You're going to click the hair and click delete. We only want the skeleton. You're going to hit tab. This is the portion where I'm setting up the skeletal mesh. These are the steps you need to follow. Number 1, click the mesh. Number 2, click tab. Come over to here, it'll say hero rig face.ao. This will also work for any head. If there's a character with a head in the game, you can edit it this way. Click this tab and click this one until you find spine C. And then you're going to hit Shift S, cursor to selected, which is going to put this little cursor on the root bone, which is spine C. You're going to hit tab again. Going to click the mesh, shift click the helmet as well, come up to here, click origins, options origins, and then come over to object, set origin, origin to 3D cursor. You'll see that this has moved down. I'll undo it and I'll redo it to show you what I just did. Origin to 3D cursor, right here is going to move down. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Then you're going to come up here, untick origins, and do it again with both selected again, set origin to 3D cursor. Then you're going to hit Alt G, which is going to move everything up, including this root bone. So come back to just the mesh, hit tab, select spine C, click delete. Delete the bones, and then hit tab again, come up to here, the hero underscore rig underscore face.ao, double click that, and type spine C, exactly what the root bone was named. The root bone was named. That's done now, right? So this, take this, shift click the mesh, click Control P, armature deformant, click just the mesh, come down to this little wrench, delete the top one so you're just left with the armature deform on spine C. Come over to this little water drop with a bubble and a circle, click units, type 0.01. What that's doing is making the scale 100 times smaller. So you're going to click the mesh, click S and type 100. A to select everything, Control A, apply scale. Then you're going to click just the mesh again, come up to origins, rotate on X 90, click the mesh itself, which is now face down. It should be. If it's not, you've done something wrong. Untick origins, and then rotate this on X negative 90, Control A, and apply rotation only to the mesh, not to this. And then you're going to click the mesh and the armature, come up here, file, export, FBX. I'm not actually going to save it, so I'm not going to go to a different file directory. You're going to want to click selected objects. You're going to want to come down to geometry, click face. You can recollapse that if you want. Click armature. You're only going to not add leaf bones and not bake the animation. That's the only things you want to change. And then you would export this FBX with the name hero rig face, or whatever the name of the face you're changing is. That's it. It's that easy. I said it was a little bit more difficult to do faces, literally just because you have to select your origin on this and move it up. That's it. You're done. Thanks for watching. Shorter video. Hopefully that's okay. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below or at me in the Discord channel. Bye.